Today, we're gonna make history repeat itself. As you know, Kyle, a huge inspiration for starting this channel with you was the Super Carlin Brothers, and if anybody watching this has never heard of the Super Carlin Brothers, you need to go check them out. I'll leave a link in the description down below. One of my favorite video series of theirs is their Google autofill game, and so I've been trying to figure out how we can make it our own, Kyle, make it a little bit different but kind of do a similar thing. So I'm going to do something today that I am calling www.repeathistory.jill. This is similar to Super Carlin Brothers' Google autofill game in that I am going to go through the entire alphabet, except for instead of in the Google search engine, I am going to put www dot and then whatever letter into the URL space. So we're going to see what my history autofills the URL with. This should be interesting. A. Amazon.com. And that makes sense. I bought a few things over Christmas for people on Amazon because it was easy and it was a good place to get what they wanted. I couldn't find them locally. B. BioWare.com. For those of you who are not familiar with BioWare, that is the maker of my husband's favorite video game, Mass Effect. And so, yes, I have looked up BioWare. That is where I got my fantastic Mass Effect dress that if you've watched previous videos, you've seen me in. It's also where I got Jonathan's Christmas present. C. Crickbuzz.com. This is apparently a website all about the sport cricket. I have no idea why that's in my history. My only guess is that I don't ever go to websites that start with C. And so this was just the default? Cricket? Really? D. Diamondback Shooters. This is a shooting range in our city. That's where we go to practice our pea shooters. Question. Is when you make a finger gun, are you thinking this as the barrel, or are you actually using your finger to pull a pretend trigger? Never thought about that before. E. Eclipse 2017. Kyle, did you know that there's going to be a solar eclipse on August 21st here in the U.S., very close to where you and I live? At least close enough that I'm so excited about it. I have been looking forward to this eclipse, I don't know for how long, since I was a kid. I remember people in my generation and older talking about how they were looking forward to the year 2000 and how old they would be in the year 2000. I was only 15 in the year 2000, 14 in the year 2000. I didn't think much of it. What I do remember thinking as a kid was, how old am I going to be when there's a solar eclipse in the U.S. again? And I will be 31. And I have known that for a very long time, and I am so excited about 2017 just for that reason. F. Facebook, everybody's favorite, or not so favorite, social networking site. G. Google, also everybody's favorite, or not so favorite, search engine. That's what I use. H. Hotmail.com. Again, I think this must have been another one that I must not go to websites that start with H because I never use Hotmail. I don't know why Hotmail is the go-to for H. I. Instagram. This makes sense because I use Instagram a lot, except that I use the app. So I'm not really sure why my URL history has Instagram unless that's just the default, which could be. It's a pretty popular social media site. J. Okay, this is where it gets a little weird. Okay, J is joinindianarmy.nic.in. No joke. It's a recruitment site for joining the Indian Army, okay? We're not talking Native American Indians. We're talking Indians, okay? Because this is why it's so weird. I mean, I assume, like I said, that some of these sites are just defaults because I don't go to websites that start with these letters. But right after J is K, and it's keralapost.gov.in, which is an Indian postal service. No joke, right? L, Lewiston Library. Lewiston, the great city that I live in. And the library is one of my very favorite places on earth, regardless of the city. M, mpsc.gov.in. No joke. Indian Public Service Commission. What? And N, nvsp.in, which is the National Voters Services Portal in, you guessed it, India. Oh, Orkut.com. I had never heard of this. Orkut. Kyle, do you know what Orkut is? It's apparently a social media site that was created by some guy that used to work for Google, and then it got dismantled when it didn't do well or something. And so then this guy, because he liked the community that it created, decided to start his own. So if you go to hello.com, you will find his new social media site, since Orkut just didn't make the cut. P, paypal.com. Easiest way to pay for anything online, unless you're ordering straight from Amazon, in which case, assuming you have an Amazon account, it's easy peasy there too. They make it too easy. It's terrible. It's a conspiracy, Kyle. Q, quickheal.com, which is apparently the best internet security site on the web. Again, another default. I have no idea what that is. R, readersdigest.org. I've never looked this up on the web, but I have occasionally read their magazine. Usually I just skip through to the funnies, because that's my favorite part. Those are the kind of things I would rip out and put into a humor file. S, Shutterfly, my favorite place to put photos. Yes, I definitely go to this site, so it makes sense that it's in my history, although usually I just use the app. T, Trim Healthy Mama, that's what I'm trying to be. U, US Pray 100, this is a site that I just recently signed up on to pray for our president for his first 100 days in office. And it's been really cool, actually, because I've never been this involved in politics, and I don't know that I could say that I'm really involved in politics, but I've been trying to be more in the know, if you will, just because I think it's important. And I hate politics. I can't stand it. But I think it is important. So it's been nice to be able to pray for President Trump, and regardless of whether you like him or not, he needs it. So yeah, that's what I've been doing. VidAngel.com is the greatest streaming movie streaming website on the web, or was, until recently when a bunch of movie studios decided to sue them. It's silly. But anyway, I'm going to leave a link in the description down below for a petition that if you all want to sign it, that would be awesome, to try to get VidAngel back. Here's my really quick, hopefully like 30-second spiel about VidAngel. You get to stream movies, and you get to filter them the way that you want. So you can take out all the bad words, you can take out all the sex, you can take out all the violence, you can take out anything you want, pretty much. You can even take out Jar Jar Binks. No joke, that is a filter option on episode 1 of Star Wars. Not kidding. But of course, if you like Jar Jar Binks, just, you don't have to filter them out. It's all good. More power to you. Whatever you like. W, way2sms.com. It apparently has it's some kind of text messaging site. I'm not sure what's wrong with just using your service to text message. Most people have unlimited texting. I don't actually, because of the service I have, but I am very happy with it. And when I don't use texting, if I feel like I'm paying too much for texting or whatever the case may be, I start using Facebook Messenger, because most of the time I'm at home. I'm a stay-at-home mom. I don't go anywhere. And when I do go somewhere, it's usually like the library or something where they have free wireless internet, so I can use that there anyway. So, yeah, I don't use my data, which cuts down on costs, and if I feel like I'm spending too much on text messaging, I just use Facebook Messenger. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. X is xe.com, which is apparently a currency converter. And so, if you're curious, I decided to check the currency turnover from US dollars to the Indian rupee. And $1 US is equal to 68.1635 Indian rupees. there you go. We're all set for India. We've got the websites, we've got the money. Perfect. Why? YouTube.com, of course. And Zedge.com, which is only the coolest app for getting cool ringtones and notification tones and stuff. So this is my ringtone. This is what I wake up to several mornings during the week. And this is my text message notification.
Incoming subspace signal.
Kyle, my challenge for you and anybody else who may be watching is to do your own version of www.repeathistory. For you, Kyle, that would be .Kyle, but insert your name, at the end. If you don't feel like doing the whole thing or typing out the whole thing in the comment section down below, just tell me the weirdest, goofiest, funniest, your favorite one of the bunch. I would love to hear it. And I will see you next week. Love you. Bye, Kyle. But of course, if you